Hello community. I'm hopping on here to very quickly go over what you will do or just some ideas of things you can do for week 21 and 22 of fine arts and hands-on science. So if you have not already, you will need to pick up your bag outside the church where we meet, and that will have all of the materials you need for hands-on science. So we will just very quickly go over that. There are other videos that explain everything, but if you go to page, let me find it, 197, that is week 21 hands-on science, 197 in your guide. This is the tower construction. Now we are doing it slightly different. We are actually going to use cups instead of straws just because it really, it was very challenging to get as many straws as you would need in the bags. And we also found a great video that talked about towers and the importance of a strong foundation. And that was with cups and paper. So much easier to get to you guys. So you will be doing that instead. But if you also go to the next page, 198, that is the popsicle stick catapult. Both of those, the whole concept with this portion of our hands-on science is not an exact process in how to build, but more so how to think logically through the process. How do catapults work? How do towers work? What are important factors that play into those to make them work well? And the whole idea is for your kids to think through how to build them. If they build it, which we want you to play around with this. If you want to hold off even on showing the videos until they have kind of played with the cups for the towers and played with the sticks for the catapult and have kind of thought through that process and reasoned through some of the important aspects of building. If you want to hold off on those videos and have them do that first and then say, you know, you guys have done really great with this. Now let's watch a video and kind of see what knowledge we can gain with catapults and bridges. Not bridges, towers. That's what we are doing week 21. So that would be my suggestion for hands-on science. It's just slowing down, taking your time, thinking through with your kids, what we do with our other hands-on science. Like ask questions. What do you know already about towers? What do you already know about catapults? What are some things you would like to know about it? What are some things we've done in science in the past that you can bring that knowledge to the table right now that could help us? And just ask your kids questions. Talk through some of these things with your kids and then play around and see what you can come up with. And then maybe play the videos and say, okay, this will work now. Let's bring all this knowledge that we've gained, trial and error. We've built some and they didn't work, or we've built some and they did. And we're gonna bring all that together and now do a final construction here. So that's what I would do with science. But there are page 197 and 198, there are instructions on how to go about this process. Then if you go to page, let me get to it for fine arts, and I'm trying to do this quickly before my crazy children come down here. So if I misspeak in something, I apologize. So fine arts, you will go to page 186. Page 186. And these are the songs that we're doing. Now, these weeks are a little different because we kind of rearranged our weeks a little differently for this quarter. So Beethoven is actually going to be tomorrow, this week, which is week 21. And then you have Brahms, which will be week 22. So that's kind of what you're going off of. There are instructions on what to do here. One thing I just love doing with this, first of all, read about them. Pulled things from the internet if you're not able to get to the library with all this craziness, or if you have books, encyclopedias at home, anything that has to do with these composers. Pull those in, sit down, snuggle with your kids, and read about these composers. I will caution you to edit what you read. It's been a while since I've read on these guys, so I'm not totally sure, but I know in the past, as a tutor, I would read something about a composer. I'm like, scratch that. Like, it was completely inappropriate to read to kids. So you do have to kind of filter. But I would suggest reading and learning about these composers, then listen to the music. Do what we did in class last week, which is where they close their eyes, they just listen and attend to the piece. You can ask different questions. What color did that make you think of? Or what, for little ones, what shape did it make you think? A crazy piece may make them think of, you know, a star with all the different jagged edges, or a nice smooth round piece may make them think of an oval or a circle. So for little ones, you can ask simple questions like that. But older kids, ask them what images came in their mind. Was it very regal sounding and they thought of kings and queens, or was it more of a prairie setting or a garden setting? It was very whimsical sounding. So talk through the piece with them. And then you can do different things like, I know there are resources online that are song maps, and it shows them what's happening when in the piece, different instruments that come in, different timing that happens within the piece. So you can do that and kind of walk through the song with them as they're listening. And then you can also have them draw. Drawing is a really good thing. I would save that for last. You want to keep things simple and attend to the song and really have them focus and listen to the piece and think about the piece. But then at the end, if you want another aspect of the learning, you can have them draw what they're thinking and feeling during that piece. So those are just some things. I would just use this time to enjoy being with your kids, enjoy learning with them and slowing down the pace a little bit. And I hope you have fun with this. It really is a lot of fun. So if you have any questions, let me know. If not, have fun.